What's up, everybody? Jump in here. Okay, so I am back with the Skyrim Legendary walkthrough. And in this episode, we're going to be going to a place that I absolutely hate. The Soul Chasm. It is one of the worst places in this game, I personally think. Probably the worst. Not one of the worst. The worst. But let's go do it. The first thing we have to do is get there. Like, we have to first figure that out, which is not really that hard. I have to talk to Serana, wherever the hell she is. Okay, well, she's not up here right now, so I'm going to wait 1 hour to hopefully have her catch up. She could be, like, stuck. Here she is.
I can't even begin to imagine how much time she spent in this room. Doesn't look too cozy.
Alright, so we could talk to her. Maybe not. She's busy, apparently.
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this.
Yeah, it is
Look
quite
at all
impressive.
this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there.
Alright,
I remember she used to
so we
keep
need to
a
find
small
her journal. It's
See if
pretty
we
easy to
can dig it out.
find. It's just right over here. It's on the shelf. It's like a red book. Yeah, here it is. So you need to take it with you. Now, I asked the question, should I skip dialogue? And it seems like most people are like, okay with that. But for the DLCs, Dragonborn, and this, I probably will not skip the dialogue. Because, you know, there's a lot of people out there that do not have these DLCs. So they might want to, like, experience the whole thing through the video. So after this, though, any main game, I will be skipping dialogue to save time.
Any luck yet? You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself. That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
Alright, so apparently it's the Soul Cairn, or Cairn, I don't really know. I call it the Chasm, though, so more than likely I will continue to call it that. I'm sorry, guys, I don't say certain things the way that they're meant to be said. I just fucked that up, too. Meant to be said! Ah, don't make fun of me!
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place. Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
Alright. This is pretty easy. They're all in, like, cups or bowls. So, there's the first one. There's one up here. Like I said, just look for bowls, and you will find all the things. And there's one, I think, back here. Now, also, there is a lot of ingredients here. Here it is, right here. Nope, picked up the wrong thing. Fire salt, hell yeah. More fire salt. Alright, I'm gonna take those for the quest. You know, I do recommend probably picking these up. It's just free ingredients, why not? You're not gonna probably come back here unless you come back. Oh, I'm picking up bowls. That's stupid. Yeah, but you more likely will not come back here as long as you actually finish this place. Now, you might not finish it. That is a possibility, because it is so massive. If you kind of follow what I do, though, then, you know, this is a walkthrough, so if you kind of follow what I do, you should be fine. I really don't mind getting all these free ingredients. Let's see here. I still don't know what the hell a soul gem fragment does in this game. I don't think it does anything, honestly. I really don't have any idea. Maybe someone can answer that, or just tell me, nope, it doesn't do anything, because that's what I imagine. Alright, down here, we got some stuff. Daedric Heart. Now, that's probably the one thing that is the best thing here, honestly. More stuff over here. Let's get taking everything. Alright, that's enough. Alright. Now that we have all the materials we need, we can talk to her, and she can let us in. Now, she's going to give you an option to become a vampire. Do not take that option if you're with the Dawn Guard. It's not worth it. Like, you have to go out of your way to cure it once you're done with this mission. They say, oh, you know, you're going to be weakened if you take the other path. Yeah, probably, but it's really not that noticeable, so don't worry about that. And like I said, it's just going to save you a headache of having to go and then cure the vampire disease. Believe me, the best thing to do is to wait till you're done with this DLC. Once you're done, at any point, you can become a vampire lord through her, and that's all you have to do. And then you can start doing necromage stuff. We'll get into that a little later, but I'll make a whole episode probably dedicated to necromage and how that works and how you can make all the best stuff. And it's awesome. But anyway, let's talk to her.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
Oh, okay, I gotta throw it in here.
Into the vessel.
Now we have to talk to her.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Okay, here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal of the soul cairn. Incredible.
Alright, you have to walk down here and get hurt by it. And then talk to her again.
That looked painful. Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment. There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem. Not your first choice, I'd guess? Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours. My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe. I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody.
Alright, like I said, do the other way.
Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul cairn. I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
You know, one thing that always made me mad about this DLC is that you can't marry her. You know what I'm saying? You can't, like, start a relationship afterwards with her. And I thought that the entire DLC, they were setting that up if you were male or female. Because she talks to you like, don't worry, I'll never do anything to hurt you. I kind of care about you. It's like, well, damn, let's get married then. You can't do it, though. Bullshit!
Thank you. Let's not waste any more time, then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still. Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing.
Alright, so let's take a look at this and see what it does. Weakened Soul is the name of it. I don't even see it on here. I'm gonna keep looking though. Nope. Like, I don't... If it's not an active effect, I don't know what that means. Okay. But you know, the thing is this, I haven't ever really noticed a difference when I'm in here, even with the weakened soul. Or maybe I have to come in here and then the active effect is added. I don't know. Either way, you're only weakened when you come in here. So, this place ain't really that bad. It's not like... There's combat, but it's not that much. It's just, I hate the environment. Oh, God, it's so ugly. It's so big and ugly, and there's so much shit to do. Although, you can harvest souls here, which is one of the best things about this. You can walk away with a lot of grand soul gems if you play your cards right.
This is no place for
Alright. So we're going to come up here real quick to shoot these things. You can find a couple of these things in here. You just got to shoot them with your bow. And that will open doors for you and all that. Now the reason why we did that is because there's a page here that we need to grab. Yes guys, we will be grabbing all the pages in this. And believe me, it freaking sucks. Alright, definitely like I said, I would recommend to take any type of soul gem you find. Just to fill them up as you go, and then you could just use the lesser ones like the graders and the commons as just ways of charging your weapon. Now there's a guy over here that will approach you about his horse. I don't know where the hell he is though. He will be somewhere. That is important because you get a really good conjuration spell. It's that guy over there, right in front of me.
Emptiness consumes me.
Alright, let's talk to him real quick.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this. Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you. Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
Is that it? Okay, that was it. Alright, but we need to find his skull, which isn't really that hard to find. So it's like a little tiny quest, just gotta find his skull. Now here's the second page, right in this room. So like as you come in here, it's just like right away. Use my bow while I'm here. Bone Men, you know, there's actually a lot of conjuration spells here that you can get. You can only get them in this place, like summon Bone Men, Wrath Men, and I don't know, some type of ghost thing. I don't remember what the name of that one is. But they're actually not bad, that's for sure. Alright, you gonna die.
Done and done.
Alright, so like I said, so the first page is right away as you come in. To your right, you have to shoot the two things, go inside, you get the first page. This one is just by where the guy with the horse is. It's on the right, it's a building, and it's on the ground. Always check the ground. Even if you're not sure, just check the ground around like chests and stuff, because a lot of them are around there. Like I said, take those. Now, see, you gotta give me a little leeway here, because it's been a long time since I've been here, so I don't remember everything, but I do remember quite a bit. I know there's something over here. I don't remember if it's a page or not. It could be, so we're going to go over here anyway. There's a chest in here, and you know, let's grab this stuff. Crap, I'll grab that. I wonder if these bone men are actually counted as... You know what, I'll test it real quick. They might be counted as undead. If they are, I'm going to use one of these scrolls on them. Let's see how that works. Let's see here. Come on. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it works. Now this quest, if you don't know what this quest is, this is for the College of Winterhold. Hold on, let me kill this bastard. Yeah, okay, I already did it. But yeah, it's for the college. It's just a really stupid quest. My chick's gonna be moaning like crazy.
Kill the beast.
Oh man, I still don't know if I want to turn down the dialogue all the way. Once this DLC's over, or if I'm doing like main game stuff, I think I will turn down the dialogue. That's one reason why I guess I might like the bow. Cause they don't like your person won't scream as much. All right. Yeah, there is a page over here. So I did remember that. Awesome. What is that? Alright, there's a chest. Oh man, I'm dying. I'm not even paying attention. Alright, take the greater soul gem. And let's get the hell out of here. How am I dying? Oh yeah, it's one of those things. Wait a minute. There should have been, I might have picked it up, but there should have been a Reaper soul gem or something, or Reaper soul fragment. There's like 3 or 4 of these things. They're called Reaper soul fragments. If you collect them all, you can do like a little unmarked quest, which is pretty cool. I will probably not be doing that because it is a little complicated and I don't remember, and I don't want to waste a lot of time looking for it. Because believe me, you can find yourself in this place for like a long time. I'm talking about first time I did this place looking for everything, because I didn't use a guide. I found everything on my own. First time I came here, it was probably like 2.5, 3 hours of me just running around looking for the last page, like just screaming and being all pissed. So that was a bitch. Every time I come here, I normally will end up staying here for like 30, 40 minutes to an hour, even though I know where most things are. Now over here, okay, so we got the first one. You have to shoot the 2 things. The next one was on the right by the guy with the horse. You know, this marker, this is like the halfway mark of the map, this wall. So there's one over there at the page, and I would imagine there was a Reaper fragment over there on the left, and there's one over here just on the wall. You have to climb up these stairs and you can find a page here. So this is there's 10 pages total. It's for a quest. I don't remember if you actually get anything really good for the quest. More than likely you don't. You generally will never get too many good items for quests and stuff. That's just kind of like disappointing in this game, because they made the crafting so good that quest items, it's not like Borderlands or something where like you work really hard to do a quest because you want the quest item really bad. Quest items don't really matter all that much. Alright, but if we come over here, there's a guy who will sell you stuff. He sells you stuff through like these plants that will grow here. I don't remember what they're called, but they're all over the place. He gives you nothing good, so don't even bother with that. But there is a page on this barrel right here, so let's go ahead and take that. That's 5 pages. Now I have to think a little bit, because this is when I get a little confused on this side of the map. So let's just kind of look around now. Unfortunately, my L bumper never wants to work right. It's working right now, thankfully. Alright, but there's a lot of crap, believe me. There's tons of crap all over the place on this freaking map. It gets very annoying. I just hate this place, I really do. It's like the worst place in the fucking game. Alright, let's see. What's over here? There's Arvac right there. Hey Arvac, how ya doing? Alright, doesn't really matter though. I don't think there's anything over here. Alright, but we're gonna keep going forward towards the castle, because I do know there's multiple pages around the castle. Let me take a look in here real quick. The conjuration spells, I don't know. I'll try to find them if I can. I'm not really too worried about it though for myself. I'm sure some of you guys might be interested on where they are if you don't know. But I'm not too worried about it for myself, and I wouldn't recommend it because conjuration I don't use. I prefer to have 100% spell absorption. Like, that's way better. But unfortunately, when you have 100% spell absorption, you cannot conjure anything. You can only conjure the Ash Guardians, because you don't actually like cast it on yourself or some nonsense. I don't fucking know. Alright, anyway, let's open this up. Check this out. Oh, I'll take that though. Now there's a page right here by the chest. Now if you're wanting to know where this location is right next to the castle on the left side. I can maybe show you in a second as you come up here. No, can't show you like that. Alright, we'll just run out then. You get the idea. This is right next to the castle. And once we get done with this, we're about to go and try to find Armac. You know, I should actually talk to this woman up here, because I can do like this quest as I'm looking for stuff. So let's talk to her real quick.
Mother!
Maker, it can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, What are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him, to make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down.
You know, how does she know I'm a... That's the question I would ask her. How do you know I'm a vampire hunter? How do you know that? Who said that? Did you read my mind? Like, fuck, woman. Alright.
Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. It's what some call the domain of Molig Bal, his place in oblivion. It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me. Being selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on stopping him? Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. My presence on Tamriel is as much of a danger as hers. You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed. Serana, this stranger aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him. before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Alright, if you're wondering why I kept failing at looking at one person and the next person, I have to do that. I kind of have to generally stare at the person because my master sound is kind of low. So I think the master sound is the surround sound. So if I'm not looking at the person, like their voice drops dramatically, so you can barely hear them talk. And I kept thinking she was about to talk, so I kind of like looked really stupid there, like, huh? Sorry.
Yes, I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the Cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
Alright.
Be
You
careful,
ask more questions, but I don't want
keep
to.
my daughter safe.
Alright. So, that's the story right there. Now we just have to finish up this quest. Let me go ahead and throw that on. I don't even have it on anymore. But I think I'm going to end this episode here, guys. We will resume collecting everything, getting the skull, the horse, and all that in the next one. And the rest of the pages. And finishing the quest. So, be sure to like and favorite all that. And peace out.